closer to the mic. Tell me when. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and it is a wonderful day out. It's a little warm, it's a little muggy, but in here it's not too bad. The air conditioner is working just as hard as it can. Actually, the air conditioner is working so hard here it's worked up a sweat. I noticed that as I was coming in the building. Well, anyway, I am Jim Weller, and you are watching Weller Does Delmarva, and sitting next to me is the Colin Walls. Colin, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, and took to my left. Did I say the right?
No.
Oh, I said next to me.
I was here.
Okay, right. Look to my left and look to your right as you're looking through the camera. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that Colin is the owner-operator of Wall Service Center. You hear me talk about it quite often, and he's been involved with the show pretty much since day one. We're starting our 4th year now, and for you that watching on TV, we've been on TV now 35 times. So, yeah, right. Who thought you could have took it? So anyway, Wall Service Center, you're going to be open today, I think, 8 o'clock?
We are 8 to noon today. And
yep. Yes.
Downtown Milford, there's a huge event going on.
Oh, that's right.
It's the Riverwalk Freedom Festival.
Yes. Nice family-friendly event.
It is. Lots of vendors. They had fireworks last night. The fireworks were great.
I forgot all about them. Did you really?
Yeah.
All the way outside of town. All right. So today there's food vendors, all kinds of vendors. And is there like music down there by the library probably?
Probably.
Like a band or something. And so, yeah. So just come downtown Milford, park wherever you can. I wouldn't park in the middle of the road or anything, but wherever you can safely park. Bring your family. A lot of people bring their dogs too and walk them, don't they?
They do bring their dogs.
Yep.
I'm
So.
not sure if this is a dog-friendly event or not. So
Okay. So just be prepared. You may see a dog. Anyway, it's a nice event. There's a lot of vendors, interesting things. It's a rain or shine event, but it's not going to rain. So anyway, it is today, starting now. I'm sure when you left town, they were all setting up and getting ready. And you were there last night, too, you say. Was there music and fireworks last night?
Yeah, there was music and fireworks last night. I think there was a concert, actually.
Okay.
In the park right next to
Think that's where the music came from?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's not spend a lot of time on last night. It was just a quick question, but
yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
It should be a great day.
It's a great event. They've been doing this for years.
They're having a car show in the right on Walnut Street.
Are they really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's always a good one. So anyway, it's today, and then I guess they could stop by Wall Service Center and say hello to Colin Walls.
That's right, you sure can. But I want to encourage people to get to the downtown area also, where the car show is going to be, and go into those businesses down there.
Okay.
They kind of get left out on this.
That's true.
It brings people to them, but a lot of people will go to the vendors that are set up there.
And just walk right by the businesses.
Right. So go into those businesses, tell them you appreciate what they do, and they're working in downtown Milford, and buy something.
I saw Lou's Bootery has been sold. Did you notice that, Colin?
I saw that, and
Do you know?
do you know when it's sold?
I don't know when.
Well, sign in up immediately after Milford got the downtown funding.
Really?
Yes.
That was a very quick sale, was it not?
It was.
So Milford got, what, $50 million to remodel downtown Milford or something?
I don't know about that.
Some money.
Funds are made available for,
Because-
I believe, for businesses and for
Renovations and
yeah, different
upgrading.
things like that to start businesses. So it might be low interest loans. It could be matching grants. But I would check that out with them.
Okay. So downtown Milford is on the move. So anyway,
Hear me?
try that mic. Well, go ahead. We have... Anyway, so just want to let you know downtown Milford is moving along, but I would like to know who bought the Lou's Bootery building. And
I
what's
don't
it gonna
know.
be?
I'm not sure. Is that better?
Is
You
that
got me
better?
now?
That's more better.
I think so.
More better, much better, more better. I can hear it. So anyway, if you happen to know who bought the Lou's Bootery building or what they're going to do with it, call us, right?
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
put
so
you right on the air.
for those
when
of
we
you
get
that just
to the
got
top
one
of the
side of the
line.
conversation there for
Yes.
a little while, we're talking about downtown Milford and Wall Service Center in downtown Milford, where
Yep.
we've been since 1958.
1958.
Long time.
58 years.
Long time.
But when it's 1959, wait a minute. hold on.
Wait a minute.
You've been there since 1958.
Right.
Which is 58 years. Next year will be 59 years.
But we'll still have been there since 1958.
I got it now. It won't change the date of when you started.
It won't, no.
Okay.
No. That's pretty much set now. We can't change that.
So 58 and 58 is not going to come along again.
That's right.
All right, Wall Service Center, full-service automotive repair facility. Are people still getting their air conditioners worked on?
They are still getting their air conditioners worked on. It's a big service that we provide in the summertime. In the winter, not so much, but occasionally we do. But right now, we're really promoting getting your car checked out for the winter.
Yes.
Let's check your brakes. Let's just do a full check over on it. When we do an oil change or a lube, oil, and filter service, we have a list. You've seen the list before of all the things we
the tread
check.
And the tires and everything.
Yeah, there's lots of things we check, and we'll give you a copy of that to take with you, so you know exactly where your vehicle stands, and it's just a good comprehensive check.
Because sometimes you may
put
something down where somebody can budget for it. They can prepare for it.
Right. Well, tires for one thing.
Tires are down to 4/30 seconds a tread or something.
Right.
Yep, I agree. So it's Wall Service Center. Been around since 1958. 58 years. What a thing. Because anymore nowadays, you don't see many local businesses that have been around a long time. They pop in business and then they pop out, and you just,
And it's nothing against those businesses, because it is tough to be in business.
It is. Guess what we're getting ready to do?
What's that?
We're going on the radio.
Okay.
Are we on yet? We're coming. Look at him. Brandon Ritter's helping me today. We are live. Good morning to the Delaware 105.9 audience. So you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We're on TV. We're on Facebook Live. Just go to Jim Weller there. And I'm joined by Colin Walls, and we're talking about downtown Milford. Big, did you call it the
Riverwalk Freedom Festival.
Freedom Festival.
Right.
Had some events last night, but today the town is full of vendors, and you were encouraging people to stop in the businesses while they're downtown. A lot of unique little shops and things like that. So
and what happens is there's going to be a car show on the Walnut Street, the main street, and a lot of the businesses seem to get forgotten down there. So stop in, just let them know you're there.
You're there.
Yeah, let them know you appreciate their business and their hard work they're put into downtown, and buy something from them and just thank them.
And there's more things coming. So we were asking, does anybody know who bought the Lou's Bootery building and what's going to be done with it? So if you happen to know, call us at 337-7300. We'll put you right on the air, and you can tell everybody who bought the building and what they're going to do with it. The Lou's Bootery building, I noticed, has been sold. So if you know that answer, it's 337-7300, because we don't know and we'd like to know. But today, Wall Service Center is going to be open. So if you're going to the downtown Milford event, stop by Wall Service Center and say hello. You going to be there till noon yourself, Colin?
Yeah, we'll be there till noon, so 8 to noon today, and we'll be closed tomorrow, but back at it again Monday morning. So,
all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, thank you. Thank you very much. A lot of people don't know this, but the National Bike to the Bay event is today. It's a big event where people start in Dover. Some people ride, I think, as much as 125 miles today. We have got a bike team. I don't. Jason Troyer, my son-in-law. A lot of people know Jason has MS and works on a daily basis, to fight this disease and work with it. And he does a good job. We're very proud of him. But at the same time, he has a bike team called Beyond Training Wheels. I turned that one off. But Beyond Training Wheels, and there's over 20 riders, and they've raised over $10,000. So if you're one of the people that helps support that team, thank you for your donations or support in any way, shape, or form. But they are starting up in Dover this morning. My wife is in it, and Jason and a whole group of people. And then they ride, and then we end up on the other side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. Down there, they have a finish line. So if you've never been to the finish line of the Bike to the Bay event, I invite you to come out. I'm going to be down there hopefully by 11 or 12 o'clock. I hope I can get in and unload all my stuff and not have to park across the street and pull it across the highway. I got so much stuff to carry, it would take me 5 trips to get it all over there. But today, you are invited. And if you see any other riders, be cautious, stay out of their way. I just always worry about somebody having a blowout or veering into traffic or something like that. So we want this to be an accident-free day for the National Bike to the Bay event. You will see the riders all up and down the highway. Some people ride 20 miles. Some people ride 50. Some people ride, I think, 100, and then some 125. And I think Jason is riding today and tomorrow. See you, Colin. Colin's headed to Milford. So anyway, it's the National Bike to the Bay event. Beyond Training Wheels is well represented, and we thank everybody for being involved. And if you're going to be down at the finish line, feel free to look me up. I will be there cheering everybody on and taking and posting plenty of pictures. If you aren't my friend on Facebook, feel free to send me a friend request. And I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. You actually can watch the show right now on Facebook Live. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. And we also post them at Weller Does Delmarva later after the show's over, so people can go back and watch the show another time. Want to talk real quick about Dr. T. Dr. Trillia. He owns and operates Peninsula Chiropractic Center. I've been dealing with him for quite a few years. Good guy. I really like him. But I really, more importantly, like the treatment that I receive. So they do chiropractic care. They also do therapeutic massages and a whole list of other things. It's like a wellness center down there. But from the first time you give them a phone call, you're going to find the staff is very friendly, very cooperative, very upbeat, very accommodating, and want to help you with your situation. So whether you need a chiropractor, maybe you're listening and you've never been to a chiropractor. I've said this before. I have a granddaughter, and she goes to have an adjustment, and believe it or not, it helps her with her hearing because there's evidently, I guess, fluid buildup in your neck or your ear or wherever, and by getting adjusted on a regular basis, it helps her circulatory system operate better, and her hearing has improved. So that was a little bit better than having an operation or anything like that. So they do all kinds of things there, and you say, well, I've never been to a chiropractor. I have no idea if it's for me or not for me, or will work or won't work. Well, here's an easy one. They have an offer for the listeners of Weller Does Delmarva, okay? You need to mention Jim Weller or Weller Does Delmarva when you call and say, hey, I'd like to take advantage of that offer, and here's the offer, a free consultation. And what that means is you're not going to just meet with a receptionist or anything like that. You're going to meet with Dr. Bud or Dr. T, and they're going to take a little bit of time with you, and they're going to talk to you about what you've got going on and help you determine if chiropractic care can make a difference. If you have insurance and don't know what your insurance does or doesn't cover, Joyce is the expert on that. You give a call, and she will help you with that. So they have a website, which is PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, Route 13 in Seaford, 629-4344, 629-4344. Tell them I sent you. And I just want to ask from the audience here, my co-host here, my executive producer for the day, Brandon Ritter. This is Brooks's brother, because I think Brooks went up to cheer the team on as they start.
You did.
Brooks, we would like to thank Brooks for being the largest fundraiser of the group, and unfortunately he's not able to ride today because we need him here at the store.
Right.
So we're a couple people short, and Brooks is going to be here at the store, but he's up to Dover cheering them on. But chiropractic care, Brandon, I believe you are a patient and customer of Peninsula Chiropractic Center.
That is correct.
And what is your most current experience? What have you received or enjoyed or tolerated while dealing there?
Well, two of my more common issues that I have is upper neck pain. I get a lot of big headaches and
okay. Big headaches. Little head, big headaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
and lower back pain.
Okay.
And, usually
probably just translates right on down.
Right down
okay.
the spine. But usually once I get there and get adjusted, and they do this little thing where they put these little electrodes on your back.
I think it's called a TENS, like TEN or TENZ, TENS unit.
Right, and then they put this really nice, it's like real warm cloth over your back, and within about an hour, I'm starting to feel better. The headaches.
You lay there for what, maybe 5 or 10 minutes?
About 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Headaches I've had where I've actually went in and left without a headache.
That is not promised, but that is a pleasant surprise, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's definitely exciting when I know my appointment's coming up and I'm experiencing a headache or something like that. So.
Well, good. So you've been there a couple years now, probably?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, anyway, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, that's Brandon. And the only reason I bring him on is because not everybody says, oh, I have an instant relief from a headache, but he has told me that time and time and time again. So it's kind of encouraging to see that. So it's Peninsula Chiropractic Center, Route 13 in Seaford, 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, and also you can like them on Facebook if you would. Busy morning here today. Weller's Utility Trailers is going to be open, and we have done something recently that's been a big hit in the month of August, and I know that's old news, but in the month of August we put some trailers on sale. Not every trailer, but some trailers. It was unbelievable. We sold 46% more trailers in the month of August. Now, of course, we gave some really good extreme deals to do that, okay? But we decided something for September. We're like, let's not lose the momentum. Let's go ahead and put more trailers on sale. And that's what we've done, but we've ran into a minor problem that we've never had before here. There are certain trailers that we maybe had 10 of them or 15 of them that were literally running out of some sizes. And it's been very interesting. There's one that sticks in my mind that is a 6x12 landscape trailer, a single axle. Are they like $1,299?
Correct.
Yeah, $1,299, and they were normally $1,400 and some, so best deal around. And ours are 76 inches between the fenders. Some of our competitors are only 72 inches between the fenders, and that 4 inches makes a big difference. But anyway, we've got them for $1,299. When we put them on sale last month, we might have had 25 or 30. I think right now we have either 10 or less.
Right.
So the problem is when they run out and I order a truckload of them, it takes 8 to 12 weeks for me to get a truckload of trailers in. So now we get trailers in every day. We have truckloads of trailers come in every day, so they're constantly on a rotating thing. But we've never had anything like this. Now, of course, Weller's doesn't just sell trailers locally. We have a lot of people from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Wilmington, down in Salisbury, Denton, Easton, Cambridge. People come long ways to buy a trailer here. The selection is what draws them. Price is what sells them.
Right.
Selection draws them, price sells them. And, of course, we take a lot of time with our customers. If you were to go somewhere else or one of the big box stores, they're not going to spend the amount of time with you or give you the information. But you've got Brandon Ritter here. You got his brother Brooks. We have Earl Jackson. We have Terry Spencer. We have Jason Troyer. Did I miss anybody?
Nope, that's all the
That's a
sales
team,
staff.
though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years of experience. In other words, didn't Brooks just celebrate 10 years of being here?
He did.
How long have you been here?
I've been here almost 8 years. In February, it'll be 8 years.
Jason, I don't know how long. I think 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of time. In other words, and we're all committed. We haven't been committed. We are committed to giving you answers that you deserve, accurate answers. If we don't know the answer, we will take the time to find it, and we try to sell you the right trailer. So we ask a lot of questions. We don't want to just sell you a trailer that your motorcycle just fits on. I want to give you an example. And I'm sure you do this all the time, but I met a man yesterday that's been talking to Brooks about a enclosed car trailer to haul a car. So his car will fit in a 20-foot enclosed car trailer. But Brooks has been explaining that a 24 will haul the car better. And the man was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. A trailer that's 4 feet longer is going to haul my car better? I said, well, think about it. How long is your car? He said, about 18 feet. I said, well, after you pull your car in the trailer, how are you going to strap it down in the front? Right. How are straps going to extend out past the front of the car, hook into the floor in D-rings, and strap it down? And I said, if you buy a 24-foot enclosed trailer, you've got the option of pulling the car further back, which would make the vehicle that you're towing it with have less weight on the tongue. It would have less tongue weight with a 24-foot trailer with the car parked further back than it would with a 20-foot trailer with the car right up towards the tongue. And he's like, that's unbelievable. He said, that makes perfect sense to me now that I think about it, and the price between a 24 might be $100, $150 a foot.
Right, they're very close.
Very close. Not to mention you have more trailer to use, and if you ever go to sell it, you have more trailer to sell.
Right.
And he was like, wow, but some places would have let you walk in the door, price a 20-foot enclosed trailer, sell you a 20-foot enclosed trailer, and never engage you in what you're going to do with it. So,
right.
Do people get bothered at the amount of questions we ask, or do they appreciate it?
No, they most of them appreciate our interest in what they're hauling and what.
It's not just a sale to us,
right? Because they can see that we are concerned that they purchase the right trailer for what they're trying to haul.
Right.
You'd be amazed at,
because most of them are first-time buyers.
They are, and
or if they own other trailers, it's the first time they bought that one for that need.
Right. And you have a lot less frustration when we're asking these questions while you're here versus explaining to you why the vehicle doesn't fit on the trailer you just purchased.
Because we don't take them back.
Right.
Right. So we'll trade it back in, but
we'll do everything we can to help you get into the trailer that you need.
Right.
We are going to sell you the trailer that you want.
Right.
And we're going to give you every bit of information we can to help you buy the right trailer.
And it's fair to say we're going to give you more service than anybody.
Absolutely.
Even on the warranty side of things, the trailer industry is not quite like the car industry. People think, you buy an automobile, that dealer's got a service department that's backed by the man. Trailer industry is a little different. The industry that we're in, the warranty is between the trailer company and the customer.
Right.
We will work with you as is it called a liaison?
Yes.
To help make that process painless, but we're not authorized, we're not obligated. In other words, we're not like the car industry. So when you buy a trailer, it is important to determine, is the dealer a very big dealer? Do they have any say with the manufacturer? We have some. We don't have as much as we wish we had.
Right.
We wish we could snap our fingers and make everything perfect. But we don't have many problems with trailers, but they're made by man.
Yep.
And the parts are made by man, and everything man touches usually has a failure at some point. So,
at some point.
Anyway, so Weller's Utility Trailers, man, we've been in business 42 years. Brandon, and you seem to love selling the sheds, don't you?
I do.
You went up to Pennsylvania. You were part of the process when we picked the shed company.
Correct.
We looked at many different manufacturers of Amish-made sheds, and we found a really good company to deal with. There's many of them out there, and everybody claims to have an Amish-made shed, but the company we deal with is Amish.
Yep.
And it's owned by Amish people, and they don't have just one Amish person working in their shop. They're Amish-made sheds.
Yes, the 100% Amish-made sheds. I go up there about twice a year and visit with the guys and look at new product and new things. I mean,
you go to their house and have lunch with them.
I go to their house and have.
Very unique experience.
That's the most exciting thing about the trip is the lunch,
food.
because Amish people can make some really good food.
Yep.
But anytime a new paint comes out that they're using, or a new style of trim or something, they like to show that kind of stuff to us. And so, yep, I've been to the shop. Everything is.
And the players on a first name basis.
Yes, yeah. So good quality Amish built sheds here.
And one of the family members comes with every delivery. Not that they stay with you.
Right, yeah. Most of the time they come with the help with the delivery. One of the family members or one of the main guys up there will come down. They're very, they like to know what's here and how they're displayed. I mean, they're very passionate.
Oh, yeah, they're out here washing them. And,
right, very passionate about their product. They want to make sure it looks good. And
they take pride in what they do.
They do. And they work from, I'm talking sun up.
I can't imagine I can't remember the first person from China that's ever showed up here, since some of the products we sell are made in China, to make sure our customers are happy.
Right.
But, I mean, they're down here all the time looking at our property and our inventory and so on. But we're a sizable shed dealer in the area. We purposely are less expensive than everybody else. So if you are looking around, folks, you're going to find our sheds to be pretty much about 10%. If somebody else is $4,000, we're going to be $3,600. If they're $2,000, we're going to be $1,800. So keep that in mind.
Right.
We purposely set up our pricing to be about 10% below our competitors in this area.
Right. And I've got plenty of information to show. If there's a customer that is concerned about it or wants to speak with somebody about their experience, I'm sure we can hook them up with somebody to.
Because we've had a lot of people where they get one shed in their neighborhood. Next thing you know, we're selling 2 or 3 in the same area.
That's correct. Yeah. Usually I can pick up on it. I'll say, oh, there's one in that development, and then a few weeks later there'll be another one, and I'm like, okay, we're about to have about 5 or 6 or 7 come through. And we've had that happen real recently. With last month, we had 3 go in the same area.
Didn't you just sell 2 to one person the other day?
Yeah.
What was that, a dog kennel and a shed?
And a shed.
Wow.
And then the week before that, we had a gentleman come in and buy 2 horse run-ins.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing that some people may forget we can do. We can do horse run-ins.
Okay. Did you sell a floor a trailer with no floor?
Well, I sold a shed.
A shed. Man, I'm so mixed up.
Yeah,
trailer with no floor would be worthless.
That's a big thing is they can do custom sizes. Like this was a size that wasn't advertised in their price book or anything like that. He needed a special building to go over his pump he's making a pump house, and so he needed a special size. He needed it without a floor, and we were able to get that done for him. So,
wow, has it been delivered yet?
It hasn't been delivered. He ordered it 2 days ago.
So it's a shed without a floor.
Right. It's basically a wall and a roof.
Okay.
It's called a Econo utility shed. It's just a real small building, and it's made to go right over top of his pump house.
Really?
Yep.
It's kind of cool. Where was he from?
He was locally down in Millsboro.
Okay.
So,
did he shop around?
No.
No, really?
He was referred,
stop?
He was referred to us.
Okay.
He was referred to us. So,
well, if you're listening, sir, thank you for your business.
Right. So it's not we can do pretty much anything. I mean, just come in, sit down with me.
Well, didn't we sell one day where they actually built it on site?
Yeah.
Because there were some big trees in the yard or something?
Yep.
That gentleman is very happy.
Yeah, you just come in and we will design the shed and everything, and that's in my questions that I ask you is, can we get it in with a trailer?
He had a yard full of trees, but he wanted it right here.
Right. Yep. And then they'll prefab everything and come down and start putting the walls up, the floor, the roof, and everything.
Oh, they were in and out in a day.
Yeah. Yep.
It was amazing.
I think that job took about 4 hours.
Is that video on Weller's Sheds and Carports?
If it's not, it's definitely on your Facebook page.
Okay.
So we can repost that to get it up on the news feed, and so people can look at it. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Can I move on?
You can move on.
All right. What do they do if they want to call you?
They can call me at the store, which is 302-337-8228, or if you want to call my cell phone, it's 302-542-7794.
Okay, and they can learn more at Wellers.com.
Yes, we have a list of sheds that we have in stock at the
Prices?
moment. Yep.
Excellent.
Sizes, description, everything.
Okay.
Pictures.
All right. I want to hit another one of our advertisers real quick, our good friend Kevin Short, Mid-South Audio. And Mid-South Audio has been supporting Weller Does Delmarva for quite a while, and actually we're starting our 4th year. This is our 2nd week of our 4th year. It's kind of exciting. But anyway, Mid-South Audio, people say, I don't understand what they do. Well, first of all, let's just say you're having a small event. A graduation party, a high school reunion, some kind of anniversary or something at your house or at your facility, and you just need a speaker or two and a microphone, something to amplify what you're saying. They have portable sound systems that they can rent you. You can go get it from them, or they can deliver it, or whatever you need there. But then let's say you're putting on a big event, like a big concert or something. I'm talking a big one or a little one. Or you have a facility that you just want to have some speakers and microphones to where, you have meetings and you want amplification, or you need lighting. They sell, service, install, or rent all of those things, from microphones to wires to speakers. I'm looking here in the room. We have these really nice speakers, and we have speaker stands. And when we bought these speakers, something very interesting that we ended up getting is that these speakers will work by simply plugging in a microphone to them. You don't need an additional amplifier. The speakers have amps built right into them. So if we had an event at the Dry Zone barn, actually. It was a paint night, and we just took literally a microphone, the speaker stand, and the speaker, and Brooks was letting me know, see how nice these speakers are, because they had the amps built right into them. We didn't need another amplifier and so on. But Mid-South Audio has all kinds of things that they sell, service, rent, install. I know churches and big buildings and meeting centers, the Freeman Stage, they provide all of the equipment needed there on a regular basis, and they also are the ones that operate it. So anyway, it's Mid-South Audio. If you don't know what they do, go to their website, midsoutaudio.com. If you still don't know what they do, call Kevin. His number is 856-6993. They travel. They'll go to various states or wherever you need them to go. So it's Mid-South Audio, and they'll take good care of you. It's not a music store. You don't go in there and buy a flute or a clarinet or anything like that. It's more like sound amplifying equipment as well as lighting. So they can take care of all your needs. MidSouthAudio.com, and it's 856-6993. My next guest has come in. We're going to have her on in just a few minutes. She's a surprise guest. Normally, we have Barry from Dry Zone. Today, we have a young lady from Dry Zone who is going to educate us. We've given Barry the day off, or else he's in trouble. I'm not sure which it is. But anyway, she's here, and we're going to talk to her in a few minutes. Her name is Jessica, and I've I've met her, and I'm excited to hear what she has. But anyway, you're going to hear a little bit about Dry Zone in the next half hour. I think we're going to take a break in a minute or two from the radio. So if you're listening on the radio and you want to continue to see the show, go to my Facebook page, Jim Weller, and we are Facebook Live in it this morning. So we're going to take a break from radio. We're going to stay right with you on My Cozy TV, and we're going to be back in just a little bit with more Weller Does Delmarva. Okay, so for those watching on TV, just tell me what camera I'm supposed to look at. I forgot that one. Okay. Anyway, so good morning, and thank you for watching Weller Does Delmarva. And I have something that I want to do as a giveaway, okay? But I forgot what it was already. Help me, Brandon. It was something that we just got in. Do you remember what it was? It's something I want to give away. I know what it is. So this is just for my TV viewing audience or my Facebook streaming audience, okay? So if you call right now, and the number's 337-7300, 3300-7300, leave your name and number. Here's what it is. Help me describe it, though. It's a metal stand, like maybe 2 foot tall, and it has a little flag that hangs off of it. And you put it like in your garden or out in your front yard or something like that. What do I call it?
I call it a flag stake.
Okay, so it's a flag stake. So it's a little flag and the stand, and you put it in your garden or out in your front yard or by your sidewalk or something like that. I'm going to give you one of those absolutely free, no purchase necessary, just for calling me now and saying, hey, I'm watching you on Facebook, or I'm watching you on My Cozy TV, and I'd like to know where you're watching from, not the room in the house or the back porch. I mean like Wycomico County or Milton, Delaware, or wherever. So if you would like one of those, do I have one behind me? Do you see one anywhere? Okay. Well, anyway, it's 337-7300 if you would like one. I think they're in an ad, which would be at wellers.com. And I'm going to give you one absolutely free, no purchase necessary. Yes, we've got them on sale for $5 today. They're free. It's called an Outdoor Metal American Flag Garden Decoration. $5. So it's free. How much is it, you say? Free. Okay? There's actually our first caller of the day. So you must call. No other form of communication will work. So anyway, it's 337-7300. Leave your name and number, and we will set one aside, and they can pick it up, between now and next Saturday at 1. Okay?
Yep, sounds good to me.
You'll get one of those absolutely free. 337-7300. Leave your name and number, and we will set one aside, okay? All right. Now, I don't know what's next, but I want to let people know about a advertising opportunity, okay? We are selling ads. If you are watching right now, you see an ad, and it says Wall Service Center. Okay? That is an example. I call it a sliver. I think Colin calls it a third, but I'm not sure. But you can buy an ad right there. I think Dry Zone also buys one, and Wall Service Center has one. Got some other deals working. But we have a lot of things. We just did a remote broadcast at the Dry Zone. Red Barn had a huge turnout. So if you have a business and you want to hire us to come there, we're open-minded to that also. If you want to come and be on the show, we have people that are going to be on all the time. You can do that. So you can buy a sliver on the TV. You can be on the show or whatever you want to do. So give me a call. The number's 337-7300. And if you want one of those free flag stakes, a flag stake. Okay. Anyway, a free flag stake, you dial 337-7300. So I'm going to have Jessica come on over and have a seat. We're getting ready. We're priming the pump. So we're coming back on the radio. So we are probably back live with our radio audience. And we're going to talk in just a minute with Jessica from Dry Zone. And I've got to know her here a little bit. So what? Oh, I'm sorry. I gave her the wrong microphone. Okay, and you have to hold it up there, not at the bottom. All right, this one's for looks. So anyway, let me get turned around here. Have you got your family watching today?
Yes, I do.
All right, so say, which camera should we look at? The big one. Say, hi, Mom.
Hi,
Dad.
Mom. My mom is listening too.
Okay.
Watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Mom. Anyway, you have a very talented young lady here. This is Jessica
thank you.
from Dry Zone. And I hear you're celebrating a big event.
I am. First I'll talk about our annual service.
And then we'll talk about your big event.
my big event.
Oh, I hope I'm not wrong. Slide that mic out of the way. I might be catching her off guard. Let's do the Dry Zone ad first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dry Zone is where you work.
Yes, Dry Zone in Ellendale, Delaware.
Ellendale.
Yep, right on Beach Highway. So
did you ever realize Ellendale was that big?
I didn't know.
I can remember when it only had one gas station. I can remember when it had
got rural
none.
farms.
Now you got rural farms, got everything. And so Dry Zone's in the Big Red Barn.
Yes,
Route
it is.
16 in
Yes,
Ellendale.
Big Red Barn.
Right. And that's where your office is?
Yep, right
All
in
right.
there. We have our little horse stalls that we work
Isn't that
in.
neat how they did that?
Yes, I love it. Open door policy.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead. So, Dry Zone.
So this month is National Preparedness Month. So that's the theme I'm going to go on today. As we all know, last weekend we were that big storm.
A little bit of rain.
Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that all our homeowners were prepared for the month. So we do have our annual service.
Oh, really?
Checkup. So if you have a dehumidifier or a sump pump, we can come out and make sure that it's operating exactly how it's supposed to be, that there's no moisture in the air after you have your dehumidifier installed. We check all the controls and everything, filters. So that is a big part of after you already have our service, we want to make sure that every year it's working correctly the way it's supposed to be.
Now, this is for previous customers?
Yes. So
Okay.
previous homeowners that we have, we send this card out, and it's just a reminder that you have an annual service.
Kind of like a service agreement on a heating and air conditioning system.
Right, exactly.
It's always less expensive to have things serviced and be proactive than that, oh my goodness, why isn't it working?
Right.
And now I need you.
Yeah,
in an
exactly.
emergency type, then you're reacting. So
Exactly.
This is a service agreement. I guess on a dehumidifier, I bet there is filters in there. Never thought of that.
Yeah. So you always got to make
so
sure
they get
that
clogged up or filled up or
right. And you got to
Okay.
make sure that they're clean, and we can come out and we check everything. And with sump pumps as well.
Sump pumps will be important because don't some of them have 2 or 3 sump pumps
Yes.
in one of those little things?
So the triple safe sump pump has
Yes.
3.
3.
And an
Okay.
alarm on top. So, I mean, you never know. So we come out and make sure that all of them are working.
Well, the
And-
third one is a battery one.
Exactly.
So it's probably
Battery
just a good
backup.
idea to have that battery visually looked at once a year. I
Exactly.
remember as a kid, this was way before Dry Zone, but my parents had a sump pump in the basement in this thing. And what I remember happening was the bottom of it got clogged up with sludge or dirt or something.
Right.
And when we really needed that thing to perform,
It couldn't.
it was clogged up. And
Yeah.
I remember that as a kid. What a great idea to offer
Yep.
a service, because so it's not like once Dry Zone starts doing work for you, it's a continual relationship.
Exactly.
You know, it's actually a relationship.
It
It's
is.
not one transaction, one and done. Because doesn't some of your stuff come with long warranties?
Yes. We
Like
have several.
20 years or
25 years for some of them, and then 3 to 5 for others.
Wow.
And I actually had a homeowner tell me that Steve, our service man that goes out, she looks forward to seeing him every year.
Wow, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
She makes brownies and cookies.
She's like, I actually look forward to him coming and checking my
Well,
basement.
it's also a peace of mind.
It is. She feels so at ease knowing
Yes.
that everything's okay. Once he leaves, he shows her all the pictures
Oh.
because he goes out, takes pictures of everything, and just shows her, it's going great. Or if there's an issue, he makes sure to fix it, and she just feels like a relief once he
Right.
leaves. Like the job is still
Complete.
on task. Yeah,
Because
complete.
I think some pumps are sometimes not something people frequently go look at. It's not like looking at
Exactly.
your flowers or anything. You know, not going to go look at the sump pump today.
Right. And it's, for some people, it might not be as easy to, decipher what's what. So
Right.
our
And they don't
technicians
need
know
to.
everything.
Right,
Exactly.
You're saying, look,
they don't need
concern
to.
yourself with that.
Exactly.
Let us handle the
We
heavy
can
stuff.
handle it, yeah.
Right. Well, very good.
Yeah.
So what number do you give out for Dry Zone?
So, for if you want to schedule the appointment for the
Okay.
service,
Toll free?
yes, we
Okay.
have 1-888-497-0662.
Okay.
Or you can email us at service@dryzone.com.
Wow. So
But if you want a free estimate for us to come out,
that's what I push. And free estimate.
Yes.
Because I have to be honest, whether you own your home, whether you're thinking about selling your home, or even going to buy a home.
Right.
I think it's worth calling for one of the free estimates because it's a look-see. It's like, come and look and tell me what you see.
Exactly.
You know, and if I don't want to do anything, I don't have to. And if I do, I do. And if it doesn't need anything, it's okay.
Exactly.
Another example of peace of mind. So
Yep.
Is there a different number for that?
Yes, so you can call us at 302-684-5034.
684-5034. Can I give this other one again?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a toll-free, 888-497-0662. And you can learn a lot just at dryzone.com.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We have so much of our information is on our website.
Yes, it is. Yep. And you have testimonials there?
Yes, we do. We have video testimonials, reviews, everything.
And I've dealt with them, and I'm happy. And I'm a happy customer. I had something very strange done. You know, in other words, I have a daughter who had her house literally raised. In other words, the floor was sagging. I mean, it got to where they were uncomfortable. They were uncomfortable, you know, because there was a refrigerator here, their hot water heater right next to it. Then if they walk up to the refrigerator, they weigh what they weigh.
Wow,
and the floor was sagging.
It's scary.
And they went under there and took them beams out and put these new aluminum beams and these smart jacks. And it was, you know, it was amazing because we were thinking, who would we get for a project like that?
Right.
You know, now if they go to sell their house, this is all, you know, engineered. It's we'll pass a home inspection. This is like an 80-year-old home. So
exactly.
Yeah, I was like, wow, 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 wow. You know, so anyway, if you want to be wowed, call Dry Zone. What was that? 684
5034.
5034.
Yes.
Now, don't you have a big announcement for everybody?
I do. I think I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Well, I am engaged.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
That's what I was talking
I wasn't
about.
sure if that was what you were talking about. I was like,
Okay.
I think that is, but
No, we're not going to talk about winning the lottery or anything like that. You're engaged.
Yes, I
have you
am.
picked a date?
I have not.
Okay.
A lot of people have
next
asked.
Year or 2 years?
Within the next year. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So.
Yeah, and I'll be done. I'll be done college.
Okay.
And yes, so.
This would be a nice event for the Dry Zone barn.
Yes.
It would be memorable. We could broadcast live. In fact,
a wedding at the barn.
Just so you know, we could actually broadcast live right there. I know that's probably not overly romantic. There is a pond out there, though, a little pond or something.
That is true. That is true.
Or the loading dock around back.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was some flowers.
Or
we
your
need
office.
some flowers.
Or your office. All right.
That would definitely be memorable.
Okay. Don't want to put you on the spot. So are you excited?
I am so happy. I'm so excited.
Was it a big surprise, or had you left enough hints?
I had a feeling in the future, like sometime soon in the future, but it was so cute and romantic. He took me on we went horseback riding on like
Do you ride normally?
I haven't rode in like 3 years, and he knew I really wanted to.
Okay.
So, and then he took me by this lake, and the owners of the barn were in on it. Everyone knew but me. And then
when did you pick up on it?
When
he got down on his knee?
Well, he's like, well, I have something I want to ask you. And I'm like, oh, boy. It's coming.
He wants me to co-sign a loan.
Right. Yeah, but no, it was so romantic, and it was great. Yeah.
He did good.
Yeah, he did
What's
good.
his name?
John.
John.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, anything else in closing?
I think that is all. Just everyone be prepared for this month, and call us if you need our service.
Yeah, good company to deal with. It's always nice to get them free home inspections.
Exactly.
You know? You think your mom is pleased?
Yes, I think so. Hi, Mom.
All right. I'm going to leave you then. Is that okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Much.
Yep. Thank
Have
you.
a good weekend,
You too.
All right. Uh-oh, I got a message here. Okay, never mind. We're good. All right. So anyway, everybody, Weller does Delmarva. Isn't that nice? I'll see you. Do you remember when you got engaged there, Brandon?
I do.
Okay. Were you romantic with it?
I was. It was actually Christmas.
Really?
Christmas, and we were all both sides of the family were.
We don't
all
want
there.
the story. I just wanted to know. Did you remember?
Oh, well, you
no,
gotta
go
tell her
ahead. Go
story.
ahead. I can tell you're excited about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I convinced Megan that it was a very, very large box.
Oh, really?
And we made a bunch of noises. Like I couldn't carry it in. I had to have help, and she was blindfolded, and And
she
then
heard the crane fire up outside.
Yeah. And then they removed her blindfold, and I was down on one knee.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
it was fun.
Did she make up her mind instantly?
She did.
Were you nervous that she might pause?
Well, I think every guy's nervous. Like,
okay.
Is she going to question it or not? I hope I did
She's
good.
like, I'm not done shopping yet.
That ring's not big enough, Brandon.
Right. All right. Well, congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
It's an exciting time, isn't it?
It is.
She looked happy, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Can I move on?
Yes, you can move on.
All right. Now, what is next? You know what? Jerry Santoro. I got to brag on him for just a minute, okay? Jerry does our lawn cutting here, and he does some services out to my house. And he's just a good all-around guy. And I just want to tell you how good a guy Jerry is. We had a big party on Labor Day at my house, and my wife wanted some firewood. And I've told everybody that Jerry Santoro sells firewood. And Jerry was so nice, he hooked me up with some wood. And my wife said, please try to get some seasoned wood so it will burn and we're not just sitting there, trying to light this fire for an hour. He did a nice job. The wood was nice. We had a little fire pit. People roasted marshmallows and made them s'mores or whatever they're called. And we had a really good time. So it was a big Labor Day party at the Wellers. And it was really called Fine Day Farms is what we call our place. But anyway, everybody had a good time. But Jerry Santoro does lawn care. It's because it's called Jerry's Lawn Care. But he also sells firewood, too. And he has seasoned firewood, which is a nice thing. But he also installs irrigation systems, like if you want to irrigate your yard or whatever, or if you have one now and you want to have it winterized, he does that. Or if you have one that needs repair. He also cuts down or trims up trees. I always am amazed with them words. Trim up. You trim up a tree or you cut it down. But if you have a tree that's just rotten or sagging or leaning over or whatever, he can handle that, big or small. Of course, all estimates are free. If you have some stumps that you want dealt with, they don't stump Jerry. He can grind them or he can dig them up, either one. So he does all of that, but he also sells and installs E.P. Henry stone products, and that would be pavers. He's certified in it, so he's professional in all that he does, and his name is Jerry Santoro. He's a local guy. I've dealt with him for years. He's been in business over 10 years, and he'll do a good job for you. I've had many of my advertisers deal with him and been very happy, from pavers to buying firewood to having lawn care to tree stuff. He even clears lots. So what in the world's his phone number, you're saying? It's 363-6025. 363-6025. 363-6025, in case you didn't get it the first two times. Anyway, it's JLC-LLC-LLC.com. Jerry's Lawn Care LLC.com. Check him out on the web. Call him on the phone. Tell him I sent you. If you're listening and you don't need a thing, just call him and tell him you enjoyed listening to the ad. And he's been a good supporter of the show, and I want to say thank you very much. Another supporter of the show, right while I'm on it, because it's Saturday and everybody loves a good auction, and it's my friend Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson is a great guy, busy man, out there getting things done, making things happen. He's a good community-minded individual, and he owns and operates Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln, Delaware. I've known Dave for a long time, and I think he runs a great business, and I think he's a great man. So anyway, if you love a feisty, exciting auction, it's huge. There's stuff inside the building, stuff outside the building. You say, well, what's there? You need to go to the website, wilsonsauction.com, and take a look. There's tools, there's exercise equipment, there's lawn equipment, there's glassware, there's antiques, there's appliances, there's furniture, and everything in between. And you just never know what it's going to be. It starts at 10 o'clock every Saturday on Route 113 in Lincoln. But something I want you to mark your calendar for is, I believe, next Saturday. Yes, it is. It's the 17th. Next Saturday is the 17th. And the 17th is when he has his big Mid-Atlantic equipment auction up at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. This thing is huge. So you want to mark your calendar for that, Saturday, September 17th. They'll still also be having the auction at Lincoln as well as up at Harrington. And then don't forget, Tuesday nights is the auto auction at 6 o'clock. So who am I talking about? Wilson's Auction. Dave Wilson and his team are on Route 113 in Lincoln. They've been serving Delaware for over 40 years. I love these companies that have been in business for a long time. It just speaks for their work ethic, their attention to detail, their commitment to serve. So it's Wilson's Auction, Route 113 in Lincoln, 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com. Don't forget Dave Wilson each and every day of the week, and he will take good care of you, okay? What is next on my list? Let me see. Did I do Dry Zone already? I did. Wasn't that wonderful?
That was.
Yeah. She wasn't expecting that, was she?
No.
I think I caught her off guard.
Yeah.
She did a great job, though. So anyway, you want to talk about a couple things, Brandon?
Sure.
All right. Well, you go ahead. Are you done yet?
I'm not done yet. I haven't even started, Jim.
All right.
Well, we've already talked about sheds.
Yes.
So, that's kind of my department. So let's swing over to the other side of it.
Can I just ask a question? I always like to take over the conversation.
I'm used to that.
All right. Now, I'll wait on my question, okay? I'll wait. I'll stand down.
Okay.
This is stand down. Go ahead.
We also have carports.
Carports, yes.
Yes, and we can do all shapes and sizes and styles.
We still got that big thing over there, 60 foot long?
We do still have it.
Okay.
Yeah. It hasn't blown over yet.
This is what? It got like 5 or 6 garage doors?
It's got 6 garage doors. It's 30 wide by 61
So
foot
it's actually
long.
a carport garage.
Correct.
About half the price of a pole shed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, we have people build them to store their combines underneath of them, all the way down to little cars. I mean,
or their antique cars.
Right. So we can do all kinds of different things.
These are delivered and set up.
Delivered and set up.
No matter what size.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. And the same thing with the sheds. You just come in, you sit down with us, and you give us an idea of what you're looking to do.
Right.
And
we'll walk you through the process.
We can walk you through the process. It's very simple.
But a carport would be, you get one to park your car under.
Right.
Or it's getting the time of year where you might be putting your boat up for the winter and you just want to get it out of the weather. Well, don't they start at $815 or something? $815.
Yep. And,
12 foot by 21 foot.
12 by 21.
And that's delivered and set up.
Delivered and installed, yep. And so if that's too small for you, just come in and give us an idea of what you're looking for, and we'll get you set up. You can do things like just putting one wall on one side and having the other side open.
Yeah.
And close 3 sides. All different types of things that you can do. I have a lady coming in on Monday that she's having one built to store her lawnmower, and she has some different things that she does, projects that she does. She's storing all that stuff inside there. So she's essentially making it a shed.
But can't you do that after the fact too?
Yes, you can. Yep.
So I mean, if you were to come in here today, or not today, whenever, and buy a carport and order it and get it put up, and at that moment it's just a carport. Mm-hmm. And later on you call up and say, Brandon, I want to go ahead and enclose both sides.
Yep.
Or the rear. Or I want to just enclose the entire thing and put a garage door on the front of it.
Yep, we can do that as well.
Wow.
We've even had people where they'll buy like a 12 by 21 and they say, you know what, I need more length. And they want to make it a 12 by 42.
They can add on to one?
They can add on to one.
I did not know that.
Yep.
That's
they can add
cool.
on to them.
And then they could enclose it if they want.
Correct.
I want to just tell you, I happen to have this figured up. You did this for me one day.
Yes.
But a 2-car garage, I talked about this yesterday with somebody, and they just couldn't believe it. I want to say it again. And you tell me if I got it right. You told me that we can get a 24 by 26 2-car garage. So 2 cars will fit in it, has a regular entrance door, and 2 garage doors for under $5,000.
That's correct.
$4,980 to be exact. Delivered and installed.
Yep.
That's a good deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good value. So anything in between. And we have a half a dozen displays out here. I don't know how many, but we got them.
Yep.
Some are tall, some are long, some are wide. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
All right.
So a very simple process. Just come in and talk to one of the guys here. We'll price one out. You pay a deposit. They come down and they install it. And
6-8 weeks?
Yep. It's about the average.
Or
for
quicker,
the
usually.
Yep.
Okay, so phone number?
Is 337-8228. You can check us out, Wellers.com.
Are any of them listed there?
I don't think they're listed right there right now because we are updating our
our new website. Man,
yes.
Brooks has got a lot of time into that, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Folks, we're going to be launching that soon, and we're very, very excited, but we want to do it right.
Right. So I did want to give you your time for your question.
Oh, my question.
You had a question earlier.
I forgot it already. Skip that.
My job was done well then.
All right. Okay. So anyway, I do want to mention a website I have for sale. It's not a website. I think it's just called a domain name. I bought this, and I haven't had time to deal with it. I was so excited when I got it. It's called Delmarva Deals. delmarvadeals.com. delmarvadeals.com. So if you want a really catchy name that would be easy to promote and easy to remember, delmarvadeals.com is for sale. $500. If you have any interest in that, don't hesitate to call me. So anyway, Weller's is going to be open today, probably anytime. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So I want to remind you, you can watch us on my Facebook page. That's kind of neat.
Yep.
We're live on Facebook. We used to do it on wellerdoesdelmarva.com, but we seem to find people find it easier to just go to Facebook and look up Jim Weller. You don't even have to be my friend, and you can watch it there, and then it's there for later use.
Right.
And then we also then take it from there and somehow put it over on wellerdoesdelmarva.com.
Right. It's actually not live on Weller Does Delmarva, but once we finish the show, we do move it over.
Right. I think Brooks will do it Monday this week.
Right. So it is currently live on your Facebook.
What else you want to tell me about? Anything in particular?
The biggest thing is to get in here today. I mean, we've got a huge sale going on. It's been.
Why are we selling all of our enclosed car trailers so fast?
I don't know.
You told me the other
crazy.
day you had one for $5,000. It's gone. Got another one for
I've got a gentleman coming down
gone.
from Pennsylvania today for a 24-foot enclosed, and then his buddy's going to be here on Monday for another 24-foot enclosed. It's
really?
It's kind of like
we do sell a lot of trailers to people a long ways away. It's the selection.
Yeah.
Price is important, but you know, everybody's got the price where it needs to be. You know, we just want to make sure we give you good service. That we want to give you service that's priceless.
Right.
Is what we try to do. Right. And that doesn't imply that we think we're perfect. We know what we're doing, and we do it every day.
We're all just here.
It's not a sideline to us. We're in the trailer business.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It's not a hobby. All right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our sponsors. I wanted to mention George Luff, my accountant. Luff and Associates, been around a long time. I've been dealing with him quite a while. I've been dealing with him so long that Tyler, George's son, has grown up, went to college, and become a CPA, and is now part of the company. I mean, that's how long I've been dealing with George Luff. So he does a great job. He's been my accountant for many years. I'm thinking 25, 30 years. So anyway, if you need an accountant, Luff and Associates has 3 offices. They have one in Milford, of course, one in Rehoboth, and one in Dover. Now, another thing they offer that has become extremely popular is payroll services. People that own a business are just paranoid of making a problem with payroll because your employees are not going to tolerate it, and then you got all the extra work of straightening it out, keeping up with all the rules and regulations and forms and filings and so on. So if you want to simplify your life with payroll, Easy Payroll is the name of their system, and it's Luff and Associates. Now, you do not have to deal with them for your accounting work. If you want them to do your payroll, they will help you whether you deal with them or not. But if you want an accountant, of course, they're always looking for new customers. So if you need help with payroll to whatever degree, whether you got 2 employees or hundreds of employees, Luff and Associates can help you. Their phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699. You give them a call, tell them I sent you, and it's luffcpas.com, luffcpas.com. And I would appreciate any time you hear me mention one of our advertisers. If you're listening and you enjoy the show and appreciate their support, that's what makes the show possible. Please give them a call and just say thanks a lot for supporting Weller Does Delmarva. I enjoy the show or whatever. If you have any comments for me, my number's 337-7300. And I guess we could take a quick caller if somebody has something they want to say on the air. I did mention the Big Bike to the Bay event is happening today, so please keep your eyes open. I think it starts in Dover and goes all the way down over the Indian River Inlet Bridge. I'll be down at the finish line hanging out all day long. If you're there, look me up. And if you want to help me carry stuff, I'll be accepting physical help to help me unload all the stuff in the truck that they've sent me with. So anyway, what else is going on? Weller's is going to be open today. Oh, Facebook pages. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention them. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. Feel free to friend request me on Facebook. Of course, we have Delaware's Sheds. Wait a minute. It's Weller's Sheds and Carports. We have Delaware low-digit surf fishing tags. We have that. What else do we have? We have Weller's utility trailers, and I think that's it. No, I missed one. Weller Does Delmarva. So we've got Weller Does Delmarva, Weller's utility trailers, Jim Weller, Weller Sheds and Carports, and Delaware low-digit surf tags. Delaware low-digit surf tags. So anyway, if you want a low-digit surf tag, I got some good numbers. I've got ones that match fire companies, like Station 75 or 42 or something like that. So if you want to buy a low-digit surf tag, I've got some good numbers for you. So you're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I'm going to take a quick break from the radio. So if you're listening on the radio, you can look me up on Facebook, Jim Weller there, and watch the show. We're going to have a giveaway on Facebook here in just a minute or two. So we'll be right back with you on the radio. All right, for those watching on My Cozy TV and for those watching on Facebook, I got another giveaway for you, okay? This is another giveaway, another item absolutely free, no purchase necessary. I actually forgot I had them, and it's hard to believe because they're sitting on the shelf right behind me, and I've still got a few of them, and it is the official Weller Does Delmarva mug. Okay? So it is free. They're brand new. They actually come with instructions of how to care for them. It's amazing. I didn't know instructions came with mugs. But anyway, there they are. It's got Weller's on one side and Weller Does Delmarva on the other. And I'm going to give you one. And all you got to do is call me and say, I'd like one of those. Not going to give you a handful of them. So don't come in a 15-passenger van. Anyway, well, you can come in the van. We're just giving one per visit, per person. Call now. Get your name on the list. I got about 10 or 15 of them left. Soon they'll be collector's items. But anyway, it's a free mug, and the phone number is 337-7300. 337-7300. Leave your name and your number, and we will set one aside just for you. Wall's Service Center is officially open now. Oh, one more minute, 8 o'clock. Colin is there, and if you want to visit with him, there's a lot going on in downtown Milford, and you could stop by Wall's Service Center and say good morning and say hello, Colin. We couldn't do this show without him. Colin the second is sitting here right behind the scenes making everything happen, and Colin is up there running his business, Wall's Service Center. If you need your automobile worked on, I highly recommend them. Good place to deal. Been in business 58 years. Honest people, family-oriented, will take good care of you. They do what they say. If there's anything that's not just right, they'll make it right. So anyway, it's Wall's Service Center. Oil changes, wiper blades, just something as simple as a headlight replacement or a complete muffler system. Maybe you need a new engine. They can change an engine or a transmission. They do brakes. They do rotors. They check your belts, your hoses, flush your radiator, change your radiator, whatever you need. Wall's Service Center. I try to think of all these things. My mind always goes to muffler bearings, which they also can change your... There's no such thing, folks. It's like a joke. Anyway, your mufflers do not have bearings. But anyway, I always say muffler bearings and serpentine belts. There is a belt called a serpentine belt. All right. So anyway, all kinds of stuff. Wall's Service Center, downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. Been in business 58 years. Think about that. When you look at Colin, say, Colin, you look so well preserved for being in business 58 years. It's because he's the third generation. So anyway, 422-8110, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web, and you can actually request an appointment there if you want. All right, the next thing is advertising. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard, and they don't know what to do next. Listen, our show has a nice audience, and we have some nice advertisers and supporters, but there is some more room. So if you own a business and you would like to buy an ad on this show, you can do that. If you would like to be on the show with me, that is a possibility. Also, if you're watching on Facebook or on My Cozy TV, you see the Wall's Service Center ad there. We can do that for you also. Also, Monday through Friday from 5:30 to 7, Dan Gaffney does his show live right here on My Cozy TV, and you can buy an ad right on TV during that show also. You can buy a 30-second commercial, a 1-minute commercial, a 2-minute, or a 3-minute, or you can buy one of those slivers. I think Colin calls it a third or something like that, but to me it looks like a sliver of the screen. So anyway, and you see how effective it is. It's right there all the time in your face. So Walls is up there, Dry Zone is up there from time to time, and then we've got some other deals cooking. So if you want to talk about being involved, advertising, helping us support and promote your business, give me a call. It's Jim Weller at 337-7300. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I'm just a guy with a show trying to help other businesses get noticed and get promoted, and I will help you any way I can. I'm very affordable, no big long-term contracts, and we have many ideas for you. So it's 337-7300, or you can email me. It's Jim, Jim, at Wellers, WELLERS.com. Jim at Wellers.com. So I had thrown out a couple free items. Appreciate the people that called for that. It was 337-7300. If you want one of them, just give me a call and say, Jim, I want which I mentioned 2 items. You have to tell me which one it is that you want, and we will hook you up with it. You can pick it up at Wellers between now and next Saturday. I believe I have another guest coming on in the 8:30 hour, and it is Sean from First Class Heating and Air. So he won't be here for a little while, but we just needed First Class Heating and Air the other day, and their response time was unbelievable. The air conditioner broke, and, man, they were right on it. They got me up and running, and I like that. So anyway, First Class Heating and Air will be on in the 8:30 to 9 o'clock time frame. Sean will be here, and you'll be able to listen to what he has to say. That's an example of an advertiser. So, in other words, Jessica from Dry Zone was an example. They actually are on every week. Dry Zone is another good company. So, anyway, we have a lot going on here. Dr. T, our chiropractor friend, he'll be on here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to try to ask him some questions and see what we can learn about that, too. So, Weller's Utility Trailers, I guess, is opening up here real soon. I saw him come get the keys from Brandon, and store's going to be open today at 9. We are a couple people short today, so and we're going to be busy, so we will take care of you. If you're patient with us, we'll be patient with you, and we'll do our best, okay? We are having a huge sale on trailers. Every trailer, new and used, is on sale. And you say, well, where can I see the prices? Well, you go to www, and then put a dot, and then Wellers, WELLERS.com. And, man, you are going to learn about trailers there. There is hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of trailers in stock sitting here right on Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. We have a band. We don't have a band. We have a brand called Be Wise. And, Brandon, you could chime in if you want, but they are such a unique trailer. They make dump trailers, but they make landscape trailers. They make car trailers, and they have all these unique little features, and I can honestly say I've never seen these features on any other brand. They're so polished, not polished like shiny polish. Well, they are shiny because they're powder coated. But anyway, we're talking about Be Wise trailers, folks. We're back on the radio. We are. So we're talking about a brand of trailers that Weller sells called Be Wise, and they're just so unique. Would you agree with that? Didn't we just sell like a car trailer to somebody? Okay. Okay, so diamond plate, steel. Okay. But wasn't it even two-tone color? Like, okay. Okay. Really? Oh, my goodness. That's kind of cool, isn't it? So all the Be Wise trailers are two-tone. Something else I noticed about that trailer, it's an odd little notice, but a lot of times people buy a trailer and they somehow either they do it or they lend it to somebody and the fender gets dented. Most fenders on open trailers are welded on. So you would have to get the fender welded on, then go and have a body shop paint it. This brand, Be Wise, their fenders are bolted on. It was Cadillac, wasn't it? Okay. Real low profile, because he road races it. Okay. And he doesn't want to bang the door against the fender. So he can unbolt that fender. But you're naming a whole different reason. I was more impressed with it in case you dented one. and order another fender already painted from the factory and put it on. You're saying, no, that's really not the reason. The reason is because a lot of times a car it fits between the fenders, but you got to get out of the car and you don't want to climb out the window or anything like that on a nice car. So, okay, so that was that. I believe the ramps on that trailer are also longer than most ramps, and then it also has what's called a beaver tail, which in that case, looking at that car would have really helped because the car is so low to the ground. The longer ramps helped it from bottoming out when he loaded it. Yes, a lot of features there that the average person says, well, does the trailer have ramps? Yes, it has ramps, but the question is, how long are the ramps? And what loading angle does it have depending on what you want to load? So you're going to load something with, a low profile like a car or a scissors lift or something like that. All of that makes a difference.
Right.
I'll tell you something else I've learned recently. A person I know was telling me how they have a skid steer loader and they want to buy a new trailer. Well, the trailer that they own does not have what's called a beaver tail. So it's a flat floor and then the ramps. Mm-hmm. I said, well, if you're going to load a skid steer loader, you want a beaver tail. And they're like, why? I said, because when you're going up in the air in that skid steer loader, without a beaver tail, all you start seeing is sky because you're just going upward more or less. Where with the beaver tail, the back part of the trailer slopes, and he says, man, it is so uncomfortable as I'm going up the ramps until the thing flops down on the trailer. I said, well, there won't be no flop down now.
Right.
With the beaver tail, it's going to be a nice incline, and then you get up there, and then it just slowly transitions into the flat floor.
Correct.
So, anyway, what we're saying, folks, is a trailer is a trailer, but a trailer person that has knowledge will help you get the right trailer. And that's all we're trying to say. We sell, I don't know how many brands, 15, 20 brands of trailers out here. And, like you could be looking for a 6x12 landscape trailer. And we might have just a regular old 6x12 landscape trailer. Then we might have one, instead of having an angle iron rail up top, it has a pipe top rail.
Right.
Then we might have one that instead of having any angle iron in it at all, the entire trailer is made out of box tubing.
Right.
Then we might have one that has a side gate and a rear gate. Then we might have one that's wider than normal. Then we might have one that's made out of aluminum that has a ramp gate. Then we might have one that's made out of aluminum with sides. Then we might have one that's made out of aluminum with a ramp gate that folds in half for less wind resistance. And you could literally have a dozen choices of a 6x12 landscape trailer.
Correct.
All on one property.
Right.
Okay? And where that matters is we want to make sure you get the right trailer for the right application at the right price.
Right.
We have no problem with all the other competitors, but we're in it to win it. That's why we have the selection of trailers we have. It's not because we just love to be able to look out the window and see hundreds of trailers. It's because we want to make sure that you've got the right trailer for more than one application, because we've never met anybody that bought a trailer and didn't come up with more uses. And if you don't have more uses, somebody you know is going to want to borrow it, and they got plenty of uses.
Right. And there's a lot of times, like when I'm talking with customers, like, I want a 5x8, and I ask what they're hauling, and they say, well, I'll take my lawnmower to the shop or something like that, but I might go to, one of the big box stores or something and pick up some lumber. And then that triggers me saying,
lumber's 12 foot long.
You're right. Now you want to consider you can always use less space of a big trailer, but you can't use more space of a small trailer.
That's a good
point.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to find the right fit for you.
And we're not just trying to upsell you. It's just once people buy a trailer, they keep it for a while.
Right.
So, you want to think through. I mean, we sell them every day. We sell 1,000 of them a year.
Right.
In other words, so we sell them every day. To you, it's your first one. To us, it's just one of many, and we want to help you. And so, is that a sales pitch? It's kind of a sales pitch, because what I'm saying is we're locally owned, we're locally operated. We have been in business for 42 years. I was 16 years old when this whole thing started. And, we have survived, we have endured, we have supported our community, we have employed people, and we're here for you.
We are.
So anyway, with all that said, who in the world are we? It's Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. I've been told I don't talk enough about all the different things we have to offer. So I'm trying. Mm-hmm. All right. What's next? Did I miss anything yet?
I don't think so. I think we're
all right. Can I talk about our good friend Rick Fowler?
Sure.
Man, that dude just is constantly taking good care of wellers. And the reason I talk about him is because he not only sells things, he services it. Here's another example of a locally owned, locally operated business. A man who owns his business, Rick Fowler. It's called No Nonsense Office Machines. They're in Georgetown. He's been around for many years. I have people on a regular basis, pretty much a weekly basis, say, yep, I gave Rick a call, or I stopped in the store, or he was able to help me in an emergency type situation. You say, well, what does he do? Well, first of all, he's very big in the copier business, selling big copiers, little copiers. If you just need one for a home office, or if you need one for a big office complex, he can help you out. He has new ones and he has used ones. He also has maintenance agreements. He also can take care of them on a regular basis. My copier's set up so I think that if something goes wrong, it emails him or whatever. So, he keeps us in toner. So copiers is one thing. But he also sells computers, not just a computer. He can custom build a computer the way you want it. If you don't want to buy one where you get all those programs you had no idea that you wanted and they're constantly slowing your computer down, At No Nonsense, he'll build the computer for your needs, so when you need it, it performs the way you want it to. So he also sells fax machines and tablets and laptops, and he also sells gaming systems and printers and monitors. So it's No Nonsense Office Machines. It's like one-stop shopping for all your electronic needs right here in Sussex County. Again, locally owned, locally operated, knowledgeable, friendly sales staff. They work on things they sell. They'll work on things that you maybe bought somewhere else. So give him a call. It's 856-7381, 856-7381. Look him up on Facebook. Tell him I sent you. And if you don't need anything right now, just call and say, good morning, Rick. How you doing today? No Nonsense Office Machines, conveniently located 2 miles east of the Circle on Route 9 in Georgetown, right next to the Sports at the Beach complex there. Okay? Now, we're going to be getting into the 8:30 hour, and I am excited because Sean from First Class Heating and Air will be joining us. And we have a lot of things to ask him about, but I'm just so pleased with the service that they deliver. I've dealt with them for years. I've got many properties and so on, and they've done a lot of work. I got some big things coming up that we're going to be dealing with them on, but they're good company, so he'll be telling us all about that. Is there anything else you wanted to hit?
Well, I kind of wanted to put a little spot in for myself.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Now you're selling Amway?
I am.
Okay. No, that was a joke, everybody. All right.
Well, I'm back in sales.
Okay.
There for a little while. I was kind of not so much in sales, helping with some projects and things like that.
And I want to say thank you. Would you agree with me? Our projects are getting squared away?
They are. We're
getting this place very organized, and we've got some big projects coming up. But right now, Brandon wants to sell something. Is this a plug?
This is a plug, yes. Okay. And so I'm kind of saying all my friends out there that are listening or watching.
Well, you went to high school locally, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, I went to Sussex Tech. We actually are having our 10-year reunion tonight.
So you'll be out there handing out
business cards. Yeah. I'll take a trailer for display.
Right, just in case. Yeah, a couple kayaks.
But, if you're not in the market for a trailer right now, but you know somebody that's in the market for a trailer right now.
Well, name some of the things we sell here. It's not just trailers.
Well, yeah, no, not just trailers. Sheds.
Because you personally can wait on them for anything they want to buy.
If they want socks, if they want fly swatters, if they want sheds, carports, flagpoles, generators, brooms, rakes, snow shovels.
Let's talk about the bigger items. trailers, sheds.
Yes.
How about the swing sets? The Amish-made vinyl swing sets.
Yeah, we can custom design swing sets.
How about a gazebo?
We can get gazebos. Yep.
Dog kennels.
What about
playhouses? Chicken coops?
Yep.
Playhouses, you're right.
We can do playhouses, yep.
Chicken coops?
Yep.
What else?
Oh, gosh. Name
kayaks.
Everything.
Did I say kayaks?
We haven't said kayaks yet.
Okay.
So kayaks.
Okay. Flagpoles. We sell a lot of those.
We do.
Trailer parts.
Winches.
Heaters.
Batteries. We've got like your breakaway batteries, deep cycle batteries.
See, you think of one thing, I think of another. In other words, the deep cycle batteries and the breakaway.
I'm walking through the showroom in my head right now.
Okay, parts for trailers, fenders, jacks.
Yep, accessories.
Tongue locks. Man, that's something people need to buy. I just want to do a tongue lock plug if I could. Okay, whether you have some relatives that you need a tongue lock for or a trailer. Okay, these are tongue locks. They slide right over the coupler. Nothing is going to prevent a trailer from completely being stolen. But, if your neighbor doesn't have a tongue lock and you do, chances are they may leave your trailer alone.
Yeah, the phrase locks keep honest people honest.
Right.
What
are they, like $80 or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got a couple different variations ranging from about $49 up to about $80.
Because it depends on what type of coupler, what size ball.
Correct.
Okay.
So the two big things that you always want to think about when buying a trailer are the tongue locks or spare tire.
And if you don't buy a spare, you absolutely should buy a tongue lock.
Right, because when you
have a flat, you're leaving your trailer, to go get your spare.
Yeah, more than likely, it's probably not going to be there when you come back. So, if you don't have a tongue lock on there, so we have a little bit of everything here. A lot of people chuckle when I, put a little Facebook plug on and I say, come talk to me about your socks.
I have to say, what is it? 30? I don't even know the current special. Do you?
Oh gosh, I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
We have a lot of specials going on right now, Jim.
Okay. Well, anyway, I want to say that we do sell socks, and as funny as it sounds, I'm going to miss them things.
They are. Yeah, we're starting to dwindle down.
We've been doing that for years, man.
We have.
Years.
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Especially when we have to take inventory of them.
Right, and not only that, we're cheaper than anywhere on socks.
Yeah.
All right, so let's stay focused here. So you're back in sales.
Yes, I'm back in sales. I'm starting to pick up some momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank everybody that has come and asked for me, and even those that have come and asked for the other salesmen. We appreciate.
Well, it's bad when they ask for Mr. Ritter.
Yeah,
you want them to say Brandon.
Brandon, yes.
Brandon
there is another Mr. Ritter.
Brandon Ritter.
Yeah, so just come on in, ask for Brandon. I'm willing to answer any questions you got. I mean, we've got a little bit of everything. We haven't quite started selling bread and milk yet, but I'm sure that might be in the...
I would have liked to have sold ice cream
that would have been
this
fun.
summer.
Yeah.
Right.
So, just come in and ask for me. I'll answer your questions. I'll show you what we got. I'll sell you whatever you want, and, go from there. But big thing is thank you for those that have come out. And
we have really good customers.
We do.
We're not perfect. We're not flawless. But we try.
Right.
I mean, and that's all we can do. Nothing beats a try but a failure,
Right.
So until we fail to try, we're still succeeding.
Exactly.
But we have been in business a long time. Brandon's been here for a while. His brother Brooks has been here for a while. We've got Earl. We've got Terry. We've got Jason. Got some new help coming. We're growing. I keep wanting to open another location, and these guys keep slowing me down. Hold up. So anyway, a little bit of everything. The kayak sales have been a little surprising. We're probably the largest kayak dealer in Delaware.
I would think so.
The manufacturers that sell to us said we don't have people buying them in the tractor trailer loads like you guys. Mm-hmm. But again, everything we do, we try to do it as best we can. We try to give you service. We try to give you price. We try to give you, as best of information and help you through the process. We're not like a big box store that just stands there and points at it with a dumb look on our face.
Right.
Says,
you got to realize,
it is,
we are a customer too. When we're not working, we're out buying stuff as well, and
right.
We know how we want to be treated, and we know what kind of service we would want.
That's an excellent point, because in my life, I have bought and sold a mess of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what it's like when I have a good experience, a not so good experience, and stuff like that. So we're getting the calls and texts and everything today. Quite a busy little show here. So anyway, 337-8228 is the best way to reach the store. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 1. Today is going to be an incredibly busy day. So if you can avoid today, if you can. But if not, get on in here, and they'll take care of you until the last customer is satisfied.
Yep.
Or until they get tired of you and run you off. So, all right, what else?
Oh, man. We've already hit the big
Can
sale.
we talk about one of our help wanted positions?
Sure.
Okay. We need more help. Is much help as I have, it's never enough. It blows my mind. In other words, I can remember when I used to have 2 or 3 people, and then 6 or 8 people, and then 9 or 10 people, and now it's 12 or 14, and now we're going to the next step. In other words, but I need a secretary to just do some general clerical work, run errands. When a customer buys a trailer, do their receipt, maybe learn how to do title work and stuff like that. We've got, how many people do paperwork now? 1, 2, 3?
3.
Yeah. We got 3 people right now doing paperwork, so we need another one. But I put an ad out there, and I've probably got 150 resumes, and they're just very intimidating. So if there's anything extra you can add that will tell me about yourself, the resumes go to jim@wellers.com. But, if there's anything you can do to make yours stand out, I used to tell my kids, if you're going to apply for a job somewhere, do it on colored paper or something that makes yours, if you're going to mail it in the mail, make your envelope a different color, something to stand out. But, man, I am just getting so many I bet I got 70 of them to read right now that I haven't even got to. So, anyway, we've got that. Then we're looking for a lot person. We've already got people now. We need more people because there's always stuff to do out there on the property.
Right.
Clean trailers, put the tires and wheels on them, unload them off the truck with the forklift or unload them off the stack and put them together. The only thing is it is a 90% outside job. So
Correct.
It's got to be an outside person. Somebody can take the weather. Yeah, you got to enjoy the weather. But some people do, some people don't. So that's an apply in person. So if you have any questions, you could call us and say, what are the different jobs you have? Or look at my Facebook page. I think we've been posting them there.
Yep.
So anyway, I did want to remind you can watch this show at Jim Weller on Facebook because we are Facebook Live in it, right?
We are.
Store's going to be open in a little bit. We got a busy day going on. We also want to encourage people to go to our website, which is wellers.com. Nice video of me there. It's very interesting, so you might want to watch that sometime. I think it says Jim Weller, the man, the myth, the legend, or whatever. So, with all that said, I want to also tell people about some of our specials. Is that okay?
Sure.
But again, I keep taking over your conversation. Was there something else you wanted to add or say, or where are we at?
No, I was going to flow into the fact that we are having a big sale, and obviously if you're interested in a trailer that we have on sale right now, to come in and ask for Brandon. And so,
Can I hit some of these other things?
Sure. You got a lot of product behind you.
Well, I want to hit this one right here. Okay? This is very unique. I'm going to hold it up on the TV. It is called an attitude adjuster. Now, this would be another Amish-made product. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And for those watching on Jim Weller Live, I guess. Yeah. And what are they money-wise? $20? $15. Should we throw out a special?
Sure.
How do you want to do this? It's called an attitude adjuster. It's an Amish-made attitude adjuster. They can be used right-handed or left-handed. Let's make them $10 today only. Can we do that? So if somebody just wants one, you don't have to call or nothing. You could just come in, and we'll sell you one for $10 today and today only. Is that all right?
Works for me.
What about for the people that can't come today? They'd have to call and leave your name and number. 337-7300. Leave your name and number if you want one next week, and we'll set one aside. But if you want one today, you don't have to call. If you don't call after today, you can't have it. So it's a great big wooden mallet is the best way I could describe it. Man, we have sold hundreds of these, have we not? People love them. They're a great gift. Take this to your high school reunion.
Yeah.
And people say, what are you doing now? Oh, I sell these for a living. People say, I'll take one. Oh, everybody loves it. It's a great gift. It's a great item. It's kind of a ha-ha.
Yeah. Great to put on your desk at the office.
Yeah, great to put on your desk, especially if you're a counselor.
Yeah.
Or a judge or something like that or anything in between. So anyway, that is one of our specials. Now, another special, I don't know if we have any of these left. I know we had some. It's a brand new Briggs & Stratton generator. It's a 2,000 watt, very lightweight. You can pick it up with one hand and carry it. Has the inverter technology, so with electronic equipment, that's what you need.
Right.
But we had a few that we had put gasoline in, fired them up for people to hear how quiet they are.
Right.
So we'll call them out of the box, but demo models. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now I saw these at like Amazon for $5.99. I think Sears had them for $6.99, and I've got them for $4.97, folks. $497 for one of these. They're perfect for camping, or I see a lot of people that work trade shows. They'll have one of these because they're very quiet.
Right.
Very quiet. You can literally stand right next to it and talk to people, and it's not real noisy. So it's an electric generator, 2,000 watt, with the inverter. For $409. Well, I guess I got to ask you, do I have one left at least?
Yes, we do have at least one left.
Okay, at least one left. Okay, $497. Okay, we have that. I want to talk about these Toro lights. Do you see any behind me? I don't know if I have them. Okay.
No, there's none back.
All right. I'm going to describe this light as best I can. It's a brand new light. They're not solar powered. Okay. So they take the wire and the transformer and so on. But listen to this deal. They're brand new. They're a brand called Toro, and they have like a stake that you just stick them in the ground. You put them up and down your driveway or your sidewalk or whatever. I'm selling them for $1 a piece, folks. You could literally buy them and resell them for that. $1 a piece, but here's where it gets really unreal. 12 of them for how much, Brandon?
$5.
$5 for 12 of these lights. And we also have the deck lights where they go on the steps of a deck.
Right.
You can have either one, or you can mix and match them. You can get 10 of one and 2 of the other, or 6 and 6, or 8 and 4, or whatever you want to do, 9 and 3.
It's pretty good math.
Yeah. So anyway, $1 each, 12 for $5. They can be seen on our website. Now, what about these things? The Philadelphia Eagles Party Pack. Who in their right mind would buy those?
I don't think anybody is in their right mind if they like the Eagles.
Well, anyway, they could hate the Eagles and throw darts at them.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a party pack, though. It's like 24 plates, 24 cups, 24 forks, and 24 napkins for $15.
That's a deal.
What is that? 24 4 times. How much is that?
I'm not good at math.
24 and 24 is how much?
48.
48 and 48. 40 and 40.
80.
8 and 8.
16. 96.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right.
I passed math, but barely.
Okay, I can see that. You make sure you use a calculator when you're in the store.
Yeah, that's what I do.
96 items for $15.
It's not bad. Now, what if I wanted to buy 2 of them?
2 of them for $20.
Man.
$10 a piece. Anyway, we got them, folks. So we have a lot of fun selling this stuff.
We do.
I have more fun buying it. Are we taking a break from the radio?
We are.
All right. We're having fun here today, aren't we?
We are. I have a lot of fun when I do this.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll be right back with more Weller Does Delmarva. And if you're listening on the radio, switch over to Facebook and watch me, Jim Weller, there, Facebook Live in it this morning. All right. So for my Cozy TV audience and my Facebook Live audience, I had 2 free items that I'd like to mention one more time. The phone number, so if you want to write it down, I'd like you to just program this phone number into your phone, and that way you've always got it, because it's going to be the same number all the time. It's 337-7300. 337-7300. Now, what would you use that number for? You use that number if you happen to want a free item, if you happen to want to talk about advertising. So you say, well, what are you giving away free today? Free. Absolutely free now. But you got to call and put your name on the list. That's all. Is a Weller Does Delmarva mug. Absolutely free. You can have one of those. But then there was another item I mentioned, and I don't have one of them here, but it's like a metal rod that it's like an L, and it goes down in the ground, like you push it in the ground, and it has a flag that comes with it, an American flag, that hangs off of it. So I would call it like a outdoor metal American flag garden decoration. And I'm giving them away absolutely free. So if you'd like one of those or a mug or one of each, all you do is dial 337-7300. I'll give you between now and next Saturday to come get one of them, okay? So anyway, they are free. I'm going to put the attitude adjuster back up. I'm going to remind you that Wall's Service Center is open. There's another one of our callers. Wall's Service Center is open now, 422-8110. If you want to test the phone lines, call Colin and say, good morning, Colin. How are you doing? He's actually there. He's the owner-operator of Wall's Service Center, and they do all types of automotive repairs and maintenance and things like that. He'll treat you fair. He's an honest man, a good family man, third generation, 58 years of being in business. I love these companies that have been in business a long time. So it's 422-8110, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web, and you can go there and request an oil change or a motor change or a new transmission or have your brakes done or whatever you need done, they can do. Another thing that they do, and they really do it, is, let's say you're getting ready to go through inspection and you just want to make sure everything works. Brake lights, turn signals, check your wipers, and so on. You can swing into Wall's Service Center and just say, hey, could you take a minute and make sure everything's in good order? And they'll do that for you. If you need a bulb replaced, they'll do it right there. No appointment necessary for that. But as much stuff as they do, it's always best to make an appointment, and it's Wall's Service Center, 422-8110. People are communicating to me in various ways today. But anyway, we have a lot going on, and Wall's Service Center is open, and Colin is there, and he'll take good care of you. In a minute or two, we're going to be talking to Sean from First Class Heating and Air, and he's brought a box. So we have a visual coming up. So you're going to want to make sure you watch on my Facebook page, which is Jim Weller. I'm the one from Delaware. Everybody gets me mixed up with that guy from Alaska, and it's because he owns JimWeller.com. He's got the domain name. So anyway, I'm going to have to decide if I can buy it off of him, or maybe we can swap it back and forth. Like I have it for 2 years, he have it for 2 years. So don't send a letter to JimWeller@.com, because then he has to forward it to me. But I am the Jim Weller from Delaware on Facebook, and you can watch this show right there. We are Facebook Living, and I think we had like 300 or 400 people watch the thing last week. We kind of like that. So, and then we take the show and leave it there, but then we also put it on WellerDoesDelmarva.com also. So if you want to advertise on this show, what's neat about this is you can be heard on the radio, you can be seen on Facebook, you can be seen on our stream, and you're also seen on My Cozy TV. And you say, well, where is My Cozy TV? Well, it's on Comcast 204, it's on Mediacom 99, and it's over the air at 31.2. So it's Weller Does Delmarva. We do this show weekly, and for example, this is our 158th show on the radio, and it's our 35th show on My Cozy TV. Gee, before you know it, we'll be celebrating our one-year anniversary of being on TV. So we love to hear from you. You can shoot me an email, jim@wellers.com. You can go ahead and send me a text if you want, 542-9157, or you can call the super hotline, which is 337-7300, and leave a message and tell me what you think, how you like the show, do you want to be involved, and what else you think we should be doing or offering. The store is open, Weller's Utility Trailers. You can find all my specials if you go to Wellers.com and click on where it says current ads. Man, there's a mess of ads there. We have a whole packet of them here, and if you stop by, there's mailboxes all over the property. They're called literature boxes. So there's one mailbox and about a half a dozen literature boxes. So don't take our mail. Somebody did that once. You could take the literature. So we've had to put a camera up on the mailbox now. So anyway, we're just letting you know that we have literature boxes, and we have all these ads. Like here's one that says IRS sale, inventory reduction sale. That's our trailer sale. That thing is kicking. Then we have one, trailer tires and wheels. Tires and wheels for trailers. You can get just a tire or a tire and wheel or just a wheel. So if you need a spare or a whole new set of tires or whatever, we have them. Then we have September specials, which is where that Briggs & Stratton generator is, and those Eagle party packs, and the Toro lights. We have a lot of Works products on sale, too. So if you want some of them, we are going to be clearing them out. So we've got them clearance priced, a lot less than the big box stores and a lot less than online. So you could check that ad out, September specials. We're coming back on. Sean, you can come on over and have a seat, folks. I want you to get ready to see what he has brought. Oh, I told him to bring something, and I'm glad he did, because that's what people like about this TV side of things. So anyway, welcome back. Are we on the air yet? So welcome back. We are live. This is Jim Weller with Weller Does Delmarva, and we are live on the radio. If you want to watch this show, or if you think you missed something, go to my Facebook page anytime, and you'll be able to see the show there. You can also go to Weller Does Delmarva. We keep all our shows there. Let me see if I got that thing on. I always goof up. Nope, I had it off. And they tell me to hold it up there, not at the bottom. And I'm going to say an official good morning to Sean from First Class Heating and Air.
Good morning.
How was the ride, in or over?
It was nice. No backup, no traffic at all this morning. It was actually kind of nice for the, I guess, after Labor Day weekend. It makes a big difference, doesn't it?
The switch has been flipped.
Yes, it is. Yes.
All right. Probably. I've noticed that, we're getting more local customers in all of a sudden, because people are not allowed. They're comfortable coming out now.
Yes, coming out of the houses and
exploring their county that they live in. But the tourists really do help our economy a lot. There's a mess of businesses that would not exist if it wasn't for them, and we get the benefit of those businesses being there.
Very true.
So tell us, First Class Heating and Air, good company. Now there's another company been around 40 years.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, we've been.
I love that.
All over the state, from northern Delaware all the way down through. We actually go down to the Virginia line, go over to the Bay Bridge, go all through the shores, and go all the way up through. So it's pretty substantial territory.
That is.
A couple offices to support that. We're mainly right out of Sussex County, right in Millsboro.
Just to give out the one number all the time?
Exactly right. You call one number, you can get anyone. There are multiple numbers, local numbers, so you can look it up on our website or in the phone books, local phone books, and you'll have a local number to call. It will get in touch right with the main office, and they can dispatch accordingly.
And what I like is when you call, you do get a person.
Absolutely, yes.
Like a real person.
Right. Every time, even in the middle of the night, we have a 24-hour answering service that takes care of any issues. If you have a service call overnight, if you want to get on the schedule for the next day, or trying to get ahead of things, or some people, work late shifts and don't get home till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and find out, I've got a problem. I need to get on the schedule. So, they can do that right away. So it's pretty nice. You're always talking to somebody. You're not getting a recording.
So rare.
Right. You're not worried about if somebody's going to call you back, if they got the message or not. It's something that always happens. So.
Well, before I got hooked up with you guys, that was something I used to worry about. I used to deal with some companies that were a little bit smaller, and so I would call and I would leave a message, and then 1 hour would go by, and that felt like 2 hours, and then 2 hours would go by, and that felt like 4, and after 3 hours, I felt like I waited a day or two, because I'm worried. Are they on vacation and they forgot to change their voicemail? I'm worried. Are they out and their day's going to get away from them? Am I even going to get where with First Class, that just starting with the phone call, just the very beginning, they take information. They give me an idea of where they're at and how it's going to go. How critical is this, Jim? Can this wait a little bit, or are we saying no? Drop everything and get rolling. I love it. Yeah. I love it. I don't know how you guys designed all that, but
it takes a lot of inside work, a lot of coordination.
Yes.
They've been doing it for a while, but always tweaking it. Like you say, you're not perfect at everything you do, but you try everything you can. You learn from past and kind of go from there. So they we do everything we possibly can do to get done and get out and get people serviced as quickly as possible.
And I'm going to testify to that. Yep. I'm a very happy customer on many fronts. I've got properties all over, the area, and you never know where I'm going to send you. Can I ask, what is this thing?
This is you told me to bring some props in, so I was able to visual. This is actually an air purifier that we have.
Can I hold it up?
Absolutely. Yep. It's called a Remy Halo.
Okay, I see it there.
For many years, one of the biggest things in our industry is indoor air quality, and as the houses are getting tighter, as air is getting worse. There are more germs, there are more problems in homes and things like that. And for years, they've had multiple options for protecting your equipment, protecting your home, the air you breathe, and things like that. And they have air purifiers, they have HEPA filters, they have UV lights, they have a tremendous amount of indoor air quality products. And some of them are good, some of them are... we jokingly refer to them as ticket padders, if that makes sense. And you just don't you don't get the benefits for that. This product came out a couple years ago. They were introduced to us, and basically they say, all right, you need to, like anything else, you need to try it out, see how you like it. And I've had air purifiers in my home. I've had UV lights. I've had all these things that I knew I felt better because I knew I had them in my house.
Mentally.
Was it working? I wasn't sure, but it captured a lot of dust. It did what it was supposed to do. I put this in my home about 2 years ago, and it actually produces hydrogen peroxide, and there's a very clean scent that's associated with it. It's something that's very difficult to try to explain to people what that is, but it's almost like after a first rain type smell.
Really?
But it's working. It reduces dust particles in the house. I have 3 dogs in my house, so dander and dust and there are a lot of things that are associated with animals. It eliminates a lot of that. And now it's not a cure for everything, but it does take out particulates out of the air. It takes out any viruses. It kills mold spores. It kills bacteria. Anything that's airborne. That's smaller than what most filters have in the house. This actually goes in the airstream, so it doesn't go before the equipment, which most of the systems that we have out there will do. You put a good filter in with your system to protect the equipment, to make sure all the big dust particles and everything are out. This goes in the main airstream downflow of the furnace or air handler, and it uses the humidity in the air of the system to produce hydrogen peroxide. There's kind of a catalyst bulb in there that does that. and it purifies everything that's going through the air. So it's a wonderful product. We've had really, really decent success with it. A lot of houses we've put them in that it's taken out odors that they could not get rid of before. Some of the older houses, and you get the old, the creosote beams and things like that, and there are ways of just taking these things out and really doing an excellent job on there. You said there's only a handful of products that are out that we'll even consider, but this is one of them. The price point is wonderful on that, depending on if it's being installed with a system or even on its own. We get a lot of people that call and say, look, I just have allergies. I need something to be done with that. We install a tremendous amount of them just with installations of systems. So we'll put them in while we're doing the unit, while we're doing a new install for them. Everything starts fresh. There's a 5-year warranty on these. There's a 2-year warranty on the bulb itself. The maintenance cost,
I'm sitting here in awe. I had no idea this. And as you're talking, I'm thinking you put this through the wall of the house.
Nope.
Now I got it. Now this goes into the ductwork.
Correct. Yeah, and so
this is amazing.
Right. And it uses the ductwork as a pathway to distribute air throughout. You have ducts going in all the rooms.
Yes.
Anywhere there's a duct path, it will produce, and you can adjust the amount of basically hydrogen peroxide it does produce by, there's some set screws in there and some different ways to adjust the amount that it will produce. So it can do up to a 5-ton system very easily, or is down to a very small house. So you're not conditioning it or overloading the home with that. Yeah, it's a very good product down there.
More and more people are having problems with things, and I'll tell you something else. More and more people have animals.
Yes. Yep. And
you don't really
animals,
know what difference an animal makes until you have your couch washed or something, and you're like, "Oh, I forgot it was that color,"
right?
Or something like that.
Or you move it and find all the hair that's underneath there, like I have in my house. But you're right, and the other side of it is the new building codes and everything else right now are making homes more. More efficient, but they're much tighter. So you're not having as much air losses. It used to be we would put a drywall ceiling up and we just cut holes all in the ceiling and put recessed can lights in and put in all these things, and air was just moving and passing through the house and doing all that. And now we're making sure that that's sealed up a little bit more and making sure the house is more efficient but more comfortable. The downside to that is if the air is not moving through as much,
stagnated.
Right. So you need to have something to filter that to keep that cleaner. Indoor air quality is much worse than it ever has been, and it's actually worse than being in outside. I know a lot of people have allergies, and this time of year it's critical. You're coming into the all the farms are the fields are being harvested, and a lot of dust and extra things in the air, and then of course in the spring you have all the pollen and things like that. So people are dying outside, and they're just the allergies are taking over. But then they get in their house and there's no relief. It's even worse. And so these things will really eliminate a lot of those things out of the air. So they're great.
I'm amazed. Now let's say I've already got a system. I mean, can I call and have one of these put in an existing system?
Absolutely.
What if I didn't buy the system from you?
Doesn't matter. We even our service techs do actually most of the time have these right on their trucks for them with them.
No kidding.
So that's something they can add on if they're over there doing your general maintenance, ready to go for the year, or if you you don't have a service plan and you have somebody come out, have one of us come out to service the system for the year. Ask them about it. They have them right on their trucks. They can give you literature on them. They can tell you the benefits. Most of these guys actually have them in their house as well, so they understand how well they work.
Is there more info on your website?
Absolutely. Yep. There's a good link right on our website to them. And the company is RGF. You can go right on there. They do a lot of government buildings. They do a lot of systems like that. So
I'm almost speechless. Almost.
That's pretty amazing if that's the case. We made you speechless. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I was even thinking, in your home, you talk about moving a couch or something like that. You move your TV sometimes, and you're like, that thing holds dust and stuff like that. And all of us have more computers and TVs in our house than we ever had. Yep. I really see a big value in this.
Yeah, they're great. And one thing I noticed about it is, now it will not stop you from having to dust a home, but really? It will take a lot of those particles out of the air, makes them heavier. For the first couple weeks, I noticed in my house that I was seeing a little bit more dust, and what it was doing is it was attracting the particles in the air, and it basically clumps them together. So it makes them heavier, it makes them drop down. But after a while, I was changing my air filters that I have, and I have a very high efficiency air purifier system in there, and our cost on the filter cartridges are very expensive, and I'm changing them every 6 to 8 months. And by putting this in, I was able to go to a lesser expensive filter that still has the same MERV value to catch the dust.
Another savings.
Exactly. And then the catalyst and the bulb I'm changing every 2 years. So basically, cut my maintenance basically in half. On there, so it's been a benefit for those on there. But
so whether you have a lot of pets, whether you have allergies, whether you catch a cold easy or something like that, this is just a darn good investment.
Exactly right. Yeah, and it's more for in your health. You're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier, you're going to breathe better. Like I said, it's not a cure-all for everything, but it's a help. Not for everyone either. Some people don't care for the. We've had a couple of people to say, it's just a different. Smell that it emits. It's not a bad thing, not a good thing, but we're just different with it. But for the most part, most of the time when we put these systems in, we've had very, very good success. The people love them. Have been very comfortable with them, and
I'm
very
excited.
Happy. Yes.
I'm gonna study up on this.
Good.
All right, so we're talking about first class heating and air. That's just one of the services.
That's just one of the things we have.
So anyway, probably a good time of year for people to start thinking about having their heater service. Maybe consider a maintenance agreement or something
Absolutely,
like that.
Yeah. No, it's I know it's getting to be into September. This is the kind of the shoulder season right now, even though it's back in the 90s again.
Yeah. But let's stay ahead of it.
Yes. Get ready. It's inevitable, like we said last time. I did hear on the news the other day that they're saying the Northeast is going to have a very cold winter.
Okay.
So be prepared for that. If you limped it through last winter because it was pretty mild.
Yeah.
But remember the winter before was pretty awful. So just be ahead of it. If it needs to be replaced, nothing lasts forever. Give us a call. We have great financing options and great plans to get on there to get that taken care of. Even if it's something that's 8 or 10 years old, this needs to be serviced and maintained and tune up. Yeah. You're kind of getting ready, and it gives you an option to get in your mind of where you need to be maybe in a couple of years if you do have to replace it. All right, these are what we're looking at. These are the options here. You don't have to do anything right now. Of course, free estimates to come up and give you some ideas and options of what they need on there. So it's definitely worth it.
Do I give out the right number, 934?
934-8900. It's the best number to reach us on. Our website is firstclasshvac.com. That's all spelled out. Great information on all those for the Remy Halos on there, all the products we sell, all the services we offer as well.
Testimonials
are on there.
First Class Heating and Air, 934-8900. Anything else, Sean?
Hope we have a good fall and have a good season. So,
all right.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate the samples. No. All right, anyway, I wouldn't even know how to hook it up. I would need a professional to hook it up. So anyway, all right, Brooks was here. I guess the Bike to the Bay event has started.
That's correct. Yeah,
and some of them. What'd you say?
They're on their way.
They're on their way. So, folks, keep an eye out for the riders, please, if you would. And I want to let you know that I'll be down at the finish line, which is right over the. What's that called? The Indian River Bridge. See you, Sean. And say hi if you look me up. All right. I'm going to need some help carrying things, too, while you're down there. Can I mention L&W Insurance Agency real quick?
Can.
Wasn't that a great interview he just did?
That was really good.
Doesn't he know his stuff? Isn't that kind of cool?
He seemed like he had it well rehearsed.
Yeah. I mean, Sean, and when you call, the people they send out, they know their stuff, that First Class Heating and Air. I love dealing with organized companies. I love it.
Yeah.
And I learn, and I love it. Another organized company, my insurance man, L&W Insurance Company, okay? They sell health care, they sell auto, they sell home insurance, they sell life insurance, they sell commercial coverage. If you need to talk about insurance, I just recently had a friend of mine said, what's that number again? I gave her the number. She called them. They came and met with her. She's dealing with them. They told her things she did not know, where she was underinsured in some areas, overinsured in others, and she just wants to deal with somebody that knows what they're talking about. And L&W Insurance Agency is not one of them 1-800s, who knows who you're going to get. They're a local company. They have actually been serving Delaware since 1932. Okay? So Bill Strickland and his team do a great job. There's 40 or 50 people up there, and it's like a mini army. When I call with a question, I called the other day and had a question. And I'm starting cardiac rehab, and I got my health care through them, and I had some questions about how many visits and what's covered and what's not. And, man, she got me all the answers. I'm like, I'd have been all day calling, Highmark about this. So I was very impressed, and that is what L&W takes pride in. Insurance is insurance, whether you buy it here, whether you buy it there. It's all basically the same. The difference is the person that walks you through the process of coverage amounts, deductible amounts, and then when you need them, are they going to be there to help you, or are they just going to push you off to somebody else? That is the thing that L&W prides theirself on. You could have a fender bender and you want somebody to be between you and the insurance company. That is what they do. So whether you want commercial, residential, whatever, if you need insurance and you want to, and I'm presuming everybody that's listening has insurance, so let's say you want a second opinion or something like that. You want them to review what you have. That is why you would call them. It's 856-7828, 856-7828. It's lwinsurance.com on the web, okay? And you give them a call, tell them Jim Weller sent you, and let them look at what you have, talk to you about your needs, and they will help you out, okay? And then you can call me and tell me how they did for you. So anyway, that's L&W Insurance, 856-7828. I can't brag on them enough because we have so much stuff going on that I'm always talking to my insurance agent about something. I got all these properties and houses and buildings and this place here, so it's always something. I've gotten to the point now, I actually ask them before I get into something new, am I properly insured? Because I don't want to find it out after I get into it. So anyway, what else do we have, Brandon? You look excited to get out of here and get into sales.
I am. I love Saturdays. Saturdays are very, very busy days here in sales.
Okay.
So just get out here as soon as you can and be patient.
Let's do an
with us.
experiment. Can we do an experiment?
Sure.
I'm looking for anybody that's listening or watching that has had a positive experience with Brandon Ritter. I want you to call and talk to us on the air. What in the world's the phone number? 337-7300. Now, that was a tall request, wasn't it?
That was a tall request.
First of all, you've had to dealt with Wellers. Secondly, you've had to dealt with Brandon. And then thirdly, it had to be a positive experience.
And you need to be listening right now.
And you need to be listening right now. So the phone's not ringing yet. 337-7300 if you have had a good experience here at Wellers and want to share it with us on the air, on the stream, on Facebook, and on TV. We welcome your call right now. It's not a joke. 337, oh, now we're getting text messages. 337-7300. 337-7300. If you want to be the first caller of the day to brag on Brandon and Robin, that's Brandon's mom. It can't be you.
Brooks just texted me and said there will
Brooks
be none.
is bragging on you. What?
He said there's going to be no good comments on me.
Oh, I thought he was going to tell you they've already called the store twice.
Yeah.
Nobody's called yet. That's scary, isn't it?
Well,
maybe the phone's messed up. I will say this. We've had the phone calls today for the free items. People like that, didn't they?
They did.
So we're looking for a good testimonial here today to finish the show out. But the store is open.
Yes.
Brooks is here.
Yep.
We're ready to sell something.
We are.
He's got a head start on you.
He does. He does.
All right.
That doesn't intimidate me, though.
It doesn't?
I can walk faster.
I have no comment. You make him mad. You might be surprised how fast he can walk.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Should we take the call?
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to turn this microphone on. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to turn the microphone on. Caller, I'm going to answer the phone, and I'm going to put it on speakerphone. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning, Jim.
How you doing?
All right. Listen, I've dealt with all of them, Brandon and Brooks. You guys do a heck of a job there. In fact, I was gonna. When next time I saw you, I was thinking about it since you've been talking about everything this morning. About asking you if I could come on and just talk about how well the Wellers does and how the service that you get there. Even after the sale, because I brought my trailer back there. My buddy and I were looking at putting the D-rings in the trailer, and I thought, after I looked underneath there, I thought, there's something not right here. So I said, I'm going to call Wellers, and I got a hold of Brooks, and he said, well, bring it on in. And after I went to pick it up, everything was done. It looked like it come right out of the factory that way.
Wow.
They thought of something that I didn't, and that was they had drilled the holes all the way through so that the D-ring would be flush with the floor and that the water would be able to run out down through the bottom. And I hadn't even thought about it. It was so obvious I didn't think about it.
Wow.
And but the job was done. It was professional. Just a great job, and everybody's so nice there. I love just hanging around there.
Wow, well, good. Next time you come, they'll let you weed whack if you want. You can hang around for a couple hours.
Give me something to do, right?
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for the call. That was very kind.
No problem. Thank you, Jim.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right, Brandon, that was a nice way to end the show, wasn't it?
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. We try, and that's all we can do is try. So we're local people. We have wives, we have kids, we have families. We want to wait on you. We want to serve you. We're not some big corporation that's stationed somewhere else. You know, we actually take our deposits to the local bank. Mm-hmm. You don't see a truck drive up and take the money out of town. We support local things. So all we ask is for an opportunity to meet you and greet you and earn your business and wait on you and sell you something and so on. But that was a nice call, wasn't it?
That was cool.
I mean, not only has he bought product, but he had D-rings put in that he was going to try to do himself. And I guess, what did he mean about the water? What did he mean?
Well, I believe that gentleman, if I'm remembering correctly, had an open landscape trailer.
Okay,
and,
so it would be out in the weather.
Right, and
okay.
right. And so with those flush mount D-rings, they actually have a little
hole in them?
There was like a little cup on the bottom, so the D-ring can sit flush, and that collects water. And so we did it to where it could let the water out.
Wow. All right. Well, we're about out of time on the radio. Thank you, Fran, for making everything work. And thank you for my Weller Does Delmarva audience on Delaware 105.9. We'll be back next week with more of the show. So for those watching on Facebook, I want to say thanks a lot for watching. For those watching on My Cozy TV, I want to say thank you. We do this show every week. We welcome your comments or your ideas. It's 337-7300 if you want to leave us a message, or jim@wellers.com. Thanks a lot to Colin Walls and Colin II for all your help behind the scenes, and Brandon for you being on the show. Thank you very much, too. We're open. Wellers Utility Trailers is open for business. We're ready for business. I'll be down to the finish line at the Bike to the Bay here in an hour or two, and I welcome you there. And other than that, I hope you all have a good, safe weekend. And be glad there's a little less traffic in the area. And watch out for those bikers. It's the National MS Society's Bike to the Bay event today and tomorrow. So be aware. They've started. They're coming from Dover all the way down to Rehoboth. 30 seconds left. And in 30 seconds, all I can say is God bless America and fly your flag proudly. Okay? And you all have a good weekend. I'll see you. Goodbye. I'm not out of time yet, am I? I'll just keep waving my hand. Now I got 15 seconds. 15 seconds, what can I say? WellerDoesDelmarva.com. 10 seconds. Friend me on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. And you can also like Weller Sheds and Carports. I am almost out of time. See you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.